Let's play music, smoke weed, and talk about video games. No, it's cash. Whew, that was mostly cash. A little green. But whatever. There, I demonetized myself. I'm smoking drugs. Let's talk about Alundra. The best Zelda game ever made. Whoa. Pretty smooth weed. Pretty good. Just a lot of it. Alundra is a PlayStation 1 game with the best 2D pixel art graphics of any 32-bit game ever made. A bold claim, I'm aware. We got contenders like Wild Arms in the mix. But nah, man, Alundra, it's almost surreal how much like a painting it looks like. But when you stop to really deeply and truly glance at something, it just feels like a painting. There's so many just individual screens in that game. My first time through that I just stopped. I just looked at everything and was like, I would build a house right here to have this view and this around me. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous. Like, literally, though, I think the whole design philosophy behind Alundra was, what if it was the Legend of Zelda, but you had a jump button? I think that's basically it. I mean, there's a fire and an ice rod, for frick's sake. It's just a Zelda clone. But here's the thing. I think Zelda clone is like a neutral way to say it. But then you have things like Darksiders. You wouldn't call that a Zelda clone. You would call that a Zelda homage, because it's done lovingly and respectfully. Alundra is a Zelda homage. Let's clarify that by definition. Alundra is not trying to act like it came up with this idea. It's just saying, hey, what if you did this? And the story, bro, I'm going to be 100% honest. Not just for a video game, but for any story that anyone has ever conceptualized or written, Alundra is in the top 10 stories ever conceived or told, in my opinion. It's up there, bro. And just to illustrate a point, you know, we're contending with like Snow Crash, Flowers for Algernon, Where the Red Fern Grows. You know, I've read books. I'm not that stupid. Freaking greatest stories. Balto. I'm putting it up there with that, homie. I'm putting it up there with that stories of Ulysses S. Grant and the Teamster. Google that one up. Have fun looking up that one. Greatest stories ever. I think Alundra is up there. It's so good and it's so original, honestly. Like, it's straight up, you know, Link's Awakening style. Honestly, I think that the best thing to compare Alundra to is probably Link's Awakening, because you have Rock's Feather and you can jump in that one. You crash on an island. You're a pointy-haired elf dude, except you're not from like the Kokri forest tribe people. You're a dream walker. You have the ability to just put your hand on another person's head as they're sleeping Grab their wrist, feel their pulse, match your breathing with theirs, sync your fleshy existence with their own, and then dive into their subconscious psyche while they're having a dream. That is what Alundra's tribe is capable of doing. And I find that fascinating. I think that's super effing cool. Not just thematically, but the way it plays out in the game. Because you are up against a nightmare god in this game that is literally like distorting people's cognitions of themselves and the world around them so much that they will actually mutate into demonic entities when they think that everyone is against them. I wonder what that's a metaphor for, you know? And the first one you dive into is like this old man. Everyone loves old man Wendell, you know? He's like the oldest person in the village. Everyone can't stand it. Like, bro, this dude has been having a nightmare for like literally a week straight. And his face is contorting and he's gasping for air. We have to keep changing out a cold compress on his head. Otherwise he'll die from the fever he's having from what he's seeing. This man is in danger. And none of us can save him. And then Septimus, the homie, who never stopped believing in you. He's the one who shows you how to dream walk. Go into people's dreams and fight their nightmares. Give them hope and courage again. Teach them how to believe in themselves again. There's only one town in this whole game, and every single NPC is relevant. They're all alive. They all have a purpose and a place in the village. And slowly, they start dying. Can't save everyone. But the worst one is Klein. The village's hunter, the one who brings in all the meat and the food for everybody. He mutates into a werewolf when you couldn't save him. He's been trying and fighting his nightmare all night. But when the dawn breaks, he comes outside, and all the villagers scatter, hiding, but still close enough to look on as you stab Klein through the heart with your sword and kill him. And then he reverts back into a human, dead on the ground. As the villagers watch their savior killing one of their own. That part ain't so great. But nah, man, it's a freaking amazing. Everything about it's freaking amazing. Top tier music, top tier graphics, top tier story, top tier gameplay. Just in top tier for originality. Got everything, bro. Literally everything you could want in a video game. Alundra's packing it. And then the freaking gold Skulltula things, like the gilded falcons in this game. I love collectibles. I love it when a game rewards me for exploring. There's 50 gilded falcons in this game. And it took me a couple playthroughs learning where they all were. Because, you know, one of them is literally time sensitive. Always missed that one because I didn't know about it. But getting all the gilded falcons gives you the magic wand. And the first time I got it, it's like, all right, cool. I found like all the gilded falcons. I got the magic wand. So I walk outside and I press the attack button and nothing happens. And I'm like, what the hell is this? So then I decide to just read that part of the strategy guide. And it's like, oh, it gives you infinite MP to cast magic forever. Yeah? Okay. Boy, gosh darn golly, is it satisfying to womp on that final boss by just spamming the nuclear bomb fire magic over and over and over. because you're invincible while you cast it, and it deals damage like every single frame that it's active. And because of that, Alundra gets a very special little medal. It gets a very special little award that not many games get. And that actually 100%ing this game, doing absolutely everything and getting everything, and then fighting the final boss, doesn't feel dissatisfying. It doesn't feel anticlimactic. It feels very effing satisfying, especially if you tried to fight that son of a bitch without the magic wand. Holy crap, all you're going to do is use every single healing item you have, all your MP on the healing magic, all your MP restoratives, that goes to the healing magic, because this thing is going to rip you apart every single second you exist on the screen. But guess what? I got every single Gilded Falcon. I can sit here right up in front of the crazy, creepy cerebellum of your brain and all this nasty crap. F you, you stupid piece of crap, Melzus. Nasty, stupid, idiot, nightmare tree god that can't move because your feet are roots. F you. Guess what? Burn. Burn constantly. Burn with the incessant internal hellfire meant for the eternally damned such as you unspeakably evil piece of fucking shit. Burn, burn, incinerate, immolate. Become ashen ruin in front of me, until there is not one single speck of you left in existence when the wind blows you into nothingness of chaff. That feels really good. It feels really good to get that revenge. Because you will play through this game more than once, I guarantee you. It's not one of those games you play through once and was like, cool, I finished that one. It's like, I bet I could do that part better. And I bet I could get this item earlier and go through this part this way instead. And maybe I could get this stuff instead of getting this stuff and doing it this way. It's one of those games. It's fantastic. It, on top of every single core component about it being magnificently perfect, it also has, in my opinion, magnificent replayability. It's a game that you'll want to come back to like once a year and just go through it again because it's so well put together. And that's my opinion of Alundra, the best Zelda game that's not an actual Zelda game. Man, it's seriously a joy to play. As like literally, look at me right now, man. Just thinking about it is putting a smile on my freaking face. Just the verdant green of the trees and every single thing, and the animation quality of the number of frames and the use of colors and transparencies. Oh my gosh. It's just a never-ending buffet for the eyes. It's an inconquerable feast that you can just keep eating and never get full of. Also, it has fast travel. It's one of the first games I've ever seen that actually has fast travel, and it's pretty dope. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. You gotta play this game to figure out how it works. But no, dude, this game has it all. It's got everything you want in a game. Nothing lacking. You gotta play it. And that's it. Thanks for listening to me barf about old PS1 game that has a lot of actually emotional value for me. Because I used to have like a little tape recorder thing, like you put the little mini cassettes in. Y'all remember those? And I used to record video game soundtracks off my TV with that thing. And I really, really loved the ending song to Alundra. The American version in specific. I just thought it was so bright and happy and positive while acknowledging how difficult life can be. It had that kind of energy and emotion to it, and I fell completely in love with that song. there was times when I would be like taking tests in school. You know, I have my little tape recorder thing in my jacket pocket, and my headphones, little tiny headphones where no one could tell, going up my back under my hair, so no one could see them. And whenever I was like about to take a test, I would play that song from the end of Alundra to give me the courage to tackle a difficult subject in school for me. I was terrible at math, by the way. Math, science, history. I was terrible at those. But nah, man, yeah, that song literally helped me through difficult times. So I definitely got an emotional connection to that game. Let's be clear about that. I have a huge bias towards it. That's why I love it so much. But nah, man, it's one of those games that to me is so effing perfect in everything it does. You will compare every other game you play going forward to it. Thanks for listening to me barf again. I'm a little drunk, you know. We smoked a little weed. But for real, man, I love Alundra. I love it more than pretty much any game on the PlayStation 1. There's very few games that occupy my top favorites in the PS1. It's hard to get in there because there's a lot of good ones. But that's definitely one of them. So, God bless. Peace out. Hope you have a good one. Later.